We're going.
Go with it.
Go. All right, let me go over here.
We are
We are live. Live.
again.
Live again.
People are probably like, what the hell? He's got anything better to do. Notification. Real North Sports is live.
Live. Share this shit and get it out here. What up, whoever's watching? Somebody's on here. I already got beard hair on that.
Didn't brush that thing this morning, did you?
I didn't. I literally got out of bed and came over here.
The sports world must be talked about.
What up, Dennis Church?
There's my boy Churchy.
Dennis Church.
Dennis Church bowled out yesterday. Just let you know that.
I like these dog comments. We're going to get to that, but I got like Greg Covey's comment, the refs at the end of that game, because it was true, and I'm going to talk about that. We're going to talk about that. I like all that. We'll get to those here in a little bit. We'll get to those.
He's got probably the top 5 hands of football catching that I've seen. Dennis Church, yeah.
Dennis Church has got
I told him, I said, if I ever like coach a football team, he's going to be like my hands team.
Dennis Church has got that.
I'm telling you.
I like it.
I'm telling you. He catches everything.
I like it.
He puts body on the line to catch everything.
Okay. I cheat Dennis Church when I smoked Jeffrey in the backyard that one time. I had them receiver gloves on. Them things are like glue, man. Them things are like glue.
Like glue, he says.
Oh, what up, boys and girls? We're going to go give it a couple minutes before we start. Let some people get on here. If anybody gets on here, I don't know. It's 11 a.m. on a Monday morning. I don't know. We'll see. It don't matter. If they come, they come. If they don't, we're still going to fucking talk anyway. Good day yesterday, though.
Good day in the sports world.
Good day. You see this little helmet right here? Ready for that tonight.
You ready for that tonight, all right?
No, I'm not.
Are you nervous?
I'm not at all. Oh, yeah, I'm nervous. I'm nervous.
Good.
I'm not looking forward to Myles Garrett. I'm not looking forward to it. We'll see. We'll see. Are you ready? There's a couple in here. You ready? You want?
Yeah, we can roll. We can roll with it.
Wait a little bit more. You want to go? Let's go. Let me start my recording. And delete that one.
Let me share that.
You guys ready? What up, Brandon Wilson? Brandon Wilson's here. It's time to go. Yo! I'm Den Carter.
Jeffrey Denny.
This is the Real and Raw Sports Podcast. NFL recap show. I know there's Monday night game tonight, but you know, it's Monday. We didn't have nothing to do. Let's jump on here in the morning and recap all of the action yesterday. And later on, we're going to give our first ever dog of the week. We're each going to have one.
Dog of the week.
We're each going to have a dog
at the
of the week.
doghouse.
Live from the doghouse, our dog of the week. We'll get to that later, though. Let's just dive right in. I'm just going to go down unless you want to start at any particular game.
No, we can just, go down for some order you have here, and we'll just talk about them.
Bills beat the Raiders' ass yesterday, 38-10.
That was expected.
It was expected.
I mean, we didn't say beat down, but
I believe I actually said beat down. I said more than 2 touchdowns, and it was bad. Josh Jacobs, I believe I seen Josh Jacobs. I didn't see a lot of stats. I've checked over a little Devontae Adams because I got him in fantasy league. But I believe I seen that the rushing yards leader, Josh Jacobs, yesterday had negative rushing yards.
I want to check that because I heard that.
Check that.
As you said that.
Josh Jacobs, the NFL rushing leader last year, had.
You ready for it?
Yeah, give it to me. Give it to me.
9 carries.
9 carries. And Jimmy G's got the best handoffs in the game.
Negative 2 yards.
Negative 2 yards. Man, King Tilly and them Raiders. I can't really talk about them because we play the Raiders next week.
I know.
And I know how this works out. I'm going to talk mad shit about the Raiders. And then they're like, I remember when Terrell Pryor was the quarterback for the Raiders, and I talked all this shit, and then he busted like some 80-yard touchdown run against us, and they fucking won. That's how it is. If I talk shit about a team, they will end up beating my team.
Yeah, and I know that I don't really ever talk much shit about the Cowboys because we play them twice a year. They're always a good team, and I mean, try to just stay out of it. You don't want to poke the bear.
I got a meat snack.
Surprisingly, but Buffalo was up big all the time, so they only got 15 carries throughout the whole team. Garoppolo had 1. I mean, he had more rushing yards than Josh Jacobs. So
isn't that crazy?
That is crazy.
There's really not much to talk about with that game.
No, Devontae had 84 yards. I mean,
Josh Allen, I don't think he turned a ball over.
He did not.
He did not turn it over. So
Josh Allen could be one of those dogs of the week. 31 for 37.
Brian Hux is commanding that we apologize the shit talk of Josh Allen. He played well yesterday. He did, but it was the Raiders defense. I will say that. So we'll see. But no, Josh Allen, he played really well. Better? I don't remember.
I did not say Cousins.
Maybe I did. I don't know.
He had 274, 3 touchdowns. Josh Allen played well.
He played good.
James Cook played well, 123 rushing yards.
He caught the ball a lot, didn't he? I thought I seen James Cook how a lot.
He had four catches, 36 yards. I mean, he's versatile. He's everywhere.
Yeah, James Cook's good. I like him.
You've been beating on a James Cook drum for a little while now.
Dalvin's brother, and I hate to say it, I think I'm officially going to say it.
Don't say it yet.
James Cook's better than Dalvin.
I know he's going to say that.
Dalvin,
that's great.
Dalvin just, which we'll get to that game later, but Dalvin just don't look good. Hey, now I see why he's took so long to sign somewhere. He just don't look good.
Getting slow.
Moving on.
What are we looking at next?
We're moving on. Cincinnati Bengals.
You already go into this?
Yeah, I'm just going right down the line.
This is going to be touchy to some of these guys.
It is. It's early. Their Bengals are 0-2. But look at it this way. They were 0-2 last year.
They started off 0-2 last year.
So
and I'm going to go what I said. I still thought Joey was hurt. Now they're saying he has a calf strain on it, and I think he's still hurt. I think he's been hurt.
I seen people saying yesterday that the only reason he's playing is because of the contract, and I think if that's true, that's stupid as shit. You paid the guy. He's the highest paid player in the history of the game. You want him there long term. It's a marathon, not a fucking sprint. If he's hurt, set him fucking down.
Yeah, but it's easy to say, man. If you like football and you've played football, if it's time to play football, dude, you want to play football.
Well, we ain't ever been paid $275 million and had someone tell you what to do.
No,
that's coming from people upstairs. It's not Joe's decision. It's the people that just wrote him a check for $275 million.
I think Joey wants to play.
Well, of course he wants to play, but if he's not healthy, then you need to fucking sit down.
It's hard to tell him no, not to play when he's probably wanting to play.
Well, listen.
I mean, Joey probably thinks that
a lot of people
him beat up is better than the backup quarterback.
Well, obviously he's not. I mean, he might be, but
I mean, if his backup
he's not.
But this is the way I look at it. Even if you would have rested him now, the 2 games. And you would have still been 0-2. Now he needs to rest probably 2 more games.
Oh, yeah, he's out. You know
what I mean? So now you might start 0-4.
You play the Rams next week.
Rams been looking good.
The Rams are.
We think Aaron Donald's going to do.
The Rams are playing much better than anyone expected them to. They beat the Seahawks week 1. They hung yesterday with the Niners. We'll get to that in a little bit. But yeah, the Bengals play the Rams next. I think they can win that game. But I don't know. Puka Nacua lighting the world on fire.
You just like saying the name.
Puka Nacua is stud. But the Ravens
run the ball. I did hear his name a lot, honestly.
Well, yeah, he's got the most catches from anybody and for his first 2 games. 5th round pick out of BYU. I think it was BYU.
BYU.
But Ravens played well. Odell got hurt. I mean, the sky is blue. Water is wet, unfortunately. Odell gets hurt. Zay Flowers played well. Gus the Bus ran the ball well. Andrews was back, scored a touchdown yesterday. Ravens won 27-24. Tucker even missed a field goal yesterday. Justin Tucker, when he misses a field goal, it's kind of like news. It's like, wow, Justin Tucker missed a kick. But Baltimore's 2-0.
Nelson Aguilar came up and played a little football.
Aguilar
old Philly special guy, huh?
Yeah. But, yeah, Ravens 2-0, Bengals 0-2. Joe probably needs to sit.
Are you kind of surprised that Odell really ain't been I mean, getting a lot of yards. It seems like Zay Flowers is kind of.
Zay Flowers is.
He's balling, man.
I don't want to say that. I don't want to say that D word yet.
No, but he's a hustler. He is. He's really earning the spot out there.
He's gonna be good. He's gonna be real fucking good. And like I said, Odell hurt already. So I don't know. Moving on. It's gonna be a quick one. We're already through 2 games. Kansas City. I thought this was going to be the game of the week, and it was close.
It was close.
I just expected more firepower out of it.
I figured this was going to be a 50-point game.
Yeah, me too. I thought this was going to be like 35-28. Kansas City beat the Jacksonville Jaguars 17-9.
Yeah, that was weird.
Jacksonville did not even get in the end zone all day, and that's a good for the Kansas City defense, really, because Jacksonville's got a good offense.
And everyone's really been saying that Kansas City's defense hasn't been good.
They're playing well,
but they showed up to play.
They played well.
They held Trevor Lawrence without scoring. I mean, ETN didn't do a lot, 40 yards. So
I was sad my boy Tony didn't get in the end zone. I thought he would, but he actually played pretty well. I knew at one time he was their leading receiver early. He had 3 catches early. But Travis Kelce, touchdown. He came back. He's the most important player on the team. Pacheco ran well. But yeah, I was surprised that Jacksonville didn't get in the end zone at all.
And they've been using Sky Moore a lot.
Yeah.
So I think he's going to come around for them too.
Well, listen,
they got some weapons. They just have to prove themselves.
We've said this for a while. Travis Kelce is the guy that you want if you're playing fantasy. Everybody else, you have no idea who Kansas City, who's going to lead the team in catches and yards every week.
It's like Philly.
Well, I don't know about that. Philly's got 2 really fucking good ones. Kansas City's got a bunch of average ones. But you don't know.
Yeah, but no, I didn't mean like player-wise. I mean like who's getting the yards or fantasy-wise.
Yeah.
Because you don't know who to start on any one of them teams.
But Kansas City, everyone was worried after they lost week 1, and they got a big win.
Christian Kirk showed up. 11 catches, 110 yards. Calvin Ridley, 2 catches, 32 yards. I mean, like Calvin. Calvin's going to come play. I think he's going to have a really well year.
But Kansas City, I think they're going to be just fine. Chris Jones played. I know he had a sack. Yep. He was in the backfield all day. Kansas City's going to be just fine. Pump the old brakes on Mahomes.
Yeah, they said that he's been working out of Miami. I heard him say that. He came in really good shape. They said that he told all the players and stuff that his legs and stuff were ready to go, and then he came out and showed it.
Yeah, he did. He really did. I seen a lot of people yesterday because it was like Kansas City didn't score early, and I've seen people actually saying, well, we know Eric Bieniemy really mattered to that offense. It's like, are you fucking serious? Are you serious? Like if Patrick Mahomes, if the Chiefs doesn't score 30, people are done, finished, done. I'm pretty sure Andy Reid and the Chiefs and Patty's just going to be just fine. My definite, probably most.
You want to let's jump to the one Derek said, so we can just jump on his conversation.
We can jump on that.
Yep. The Jets game.
Derek wants to go Jets games. Hold on, let me mark this out.
I kind of like just bounce. Yeah, so we can
mark fine. Cowboys beat the Jets 30-10. There's problems in New York because like Sauce deleted his Twitter last night. He got into it with some fans.
Did you see Zach Wilson sitting on the bench, like his eyes and stuff, like looking up? He was like lost, wasn't he?
Then Brees, he tweeted 4 footballs, and people say that's because he only got 4 carries.
I mean, how are you going to let that guy only get 4 carries?
And I totally agree with that. I don't understand why Brees Hall, he tore it the fuck up in week 1, and then you give him 4 carries this week. Doesn't make any sense at all.
At a coaching standpoint, I think he's just looking at it saying like, we're down a lot, so you have to throw the football.
But honestly, your run game's probably a lot better than your passing
It is, but it just wastes a lot more time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's the only thing. I mean, Zach Wilson carried the ball 5 times more. You know what I mean? More than Brees Hall did. Brees Hall only ended up with 9 yards. Zach Wilson threw the ball 27 times, 170 yards, 1 touchdown, 3 picks. And I'm sure Brees Hall's like, dude, he's threw 3 interceptions. You know what I mean? This ain't Aaron Rodgers out here. Let's pound the drum. You know what I mean? We got to run what we got. I know you lost your running back, but I'm here still. You know what I mean? Let me run it. When I left last year, got hurt, I was doing well. He showed up last week. I mean, he's probably wondering. Like you said, I think some trouble brewing in New York right now.
There's trouble brewing, but also this morning I'm so tired of people saying that the Jets need to get Gardner Minshew.
Who did say that?
I've heard 3 or 4 people say this yesterday. Listen, Gardner Minshew has a cool mustache, and sometimes he has a mullet, and he tries to be weird, so everyone likes him. He's weird, so everyone likes him. He drives like a fucking Mazda Miata or some shit like that, and everyone likes Gardner Minshew. Gardner Minshew is not a good goddamn quarterback. Get off of it. Get off of it. Zach Wilson played fine, and he beat the Buffalo Bills in week 1. He had an awful interception in that game. Yesterday, he had 3 interceptions. But let me say this, and maybe I'll be wrong, but my opinion, through 2 weeks in the NFL, you know who the best defense is in the fucking league? The Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah.
Relax. Relax. In the words of Aaron Rodgers, RELAX. Relax. Let's wait a couple more weeks and see how Zach does against somebody else.
I think you definitely got to let it. I mean,
now they have a brutal start to their schedule.
Yeah.
But Dallas so far in 2 weeks is the best defense in football. So let's hold on. Dallas has played fucking great. They've won their 2 games 70-10. Let's all hold on here. Let's give Zach, like, people want Carson Wentz. What the hell is Carson Wentz? I'll take Zach Wilson over Carson Wentz. He gonna come in. He ain't gonna know the fucking offense. He's gonna have to learn.
Don't know the players.
I seen somebody saying Colin Kaepernick. Come the fuck on, man. Colin RG3, I even seen.
RG3 did try to poke himself in there. Did you see?
I seen RG3 try to get himself.
He's like, yeah, well,
job.
People like me and Colin Kaepernick, and then we get calls.
Yeah, Colin Kaepernick ain't getting no calls but his fucking mom. Yeah. That's the only person calling. His agent probably calls. Hey, listen, there's a quarterback controversy here, so I'm going to go ahead and inject your name into it.
Maybe the Rock would
Colin Kaepernick is fucking sitting there on his couch right now, knitting or something. He ain't getting no fucking job in football. He's knitting sweaters.
He might be playing like Madden 24. He might put his name on
it. And I agree with Hux right there. He said the only improvement would be if they trade for Cousins. I don't see that happening. Nah. If they could get him, I'd be all for it. You know who else I think would be great for him? If they continue to lose, they're only 1-1. Matt Stafford.
Yeah.
Matt Stafford.
Yeah, but I mean, then what are you going to do if Rodgers comes back?
Rodgers ain't coming back.
Rodgers fighting to come back.
Next year, he might come back. And then you got a problem. Then you got Rodgers or Stafford or Cousins or whatever. But if you trade for Cousins or Stafford, sorry, Aaron. Sorry. You're 40, which Stafford's old too.
39, bro.
Stafford's old too, but I mean, he's healthy. He's healthy. He's here. You're laid up on the couch eating a Totino's pizza.
So no chance Rodgers comes back this year.
There ain't no way in hell Aaron Rodgers is playing this year. I seen people. Cam Akers came back in 5 months from his Achilles. Cam Akers is 24. Aaron Rodgers is 40. Man, I'm 40. He's not coming back. Aaron Rodgers is not playing football again this year. Book it.
Ryan Radford, book it. Huh?
No way in hell. But yeah, I'm just like, everyone wants Zach Wilson going. And Zach Wilson, honestly, right now, unless you can get a Cousins or a Stafford, or I even said the other day, when he's ready, if you could get Kyler, who's wanting to tank Arizona. I don't know, they didn't show it yesterday, but then they kind of did at the end. But we'll get to that. But I'm just, pump your brakes a little bit. Dallas is the best defense in football right now. Just Zach had a terrible game against a great defense.
So on the flip side, talk about the Cowboys. Dak had a good game, 31 for 38, 255. Pollard showed up in the running game. They ended up with 134. Man, they had a lot of people carry the football on Cowboys. So it shows that they can run the ball as well. Your boy CD showed up. Pollard catching the ball. Pollard showing that he can do both out of the backfield, running and catching.
CD did not have a catch though on Sauce.
Really?
Sauce was on him. Anytime CD was on him, the only time they threw to him was one time, and there was a pass breakup.
I hate where cornerbacks don't follow them.
Oh, I know.
Because I
agree.
JJ tore us up
totally
every time they sent him in motion and got away from Slay.
I totally agree. I don't know why you're number one corner. And I know people play systems and your side and your side. If I'm a fucking Sauce Gardner and I'm a dog, I'm following that motherfucker. And Stephon Diggs beat him in week 1, abused him. But yesterday, every time Lamb was over, didn't catch a ball. I'm following him. I want my lockdown corner.
Like when JJ played us, anytime he went over, he's playing our 4th-string cornerback because Maddox got hurt during the game.
Oh yeah, we're getting to it.
You know what I mean? So they put they sent JJ in motion, and I mean, why wouldn't you do that if you're the coach every time?
I agree.
It's just mind blowing.
Find out where the fuck they're at and send them to the other side.
I say 8 out of 10, them cornerbacks probably want to follow.
Probably.
Especially someone like Sauce Younger.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? The younger guys definitely.
Sauce almost got a pick 6 yesterday. He broke on that ball, and he had it right in his fucking hands and dropped it, and he would have been off the races.
The wide receivers say that's why cornerbacks play cornerbacks, because they can't catch the football.
They can't catch the football.
On to the next. Any
disappointment. And you know what? This team's 0-2 now, and they were one of my favorite teams as the Chargers lost to the Titans in overtime. My boy Mike Vrabel led Titans 27-24 in overtime. The Chargers are 0-2, and they've lost 2 fucking heartbreakers. The last minute score by Tyreek in week 1, and they lose to the Titans.
Last year was the same thing. And the year before, it's like it's always a field goal or something.
And Hux just said it right there. Staley, you got to do something. I didn't like Staley last year, and they changed and brought in a new offensive coordinator. I was stunned that they kept Staley. He's got to go. They're wasting.
They are too good of a team.
Too much talent. And I've seen people bashing Herbert. Man, Herbert's thrown for fucking over 500 yards in 2 games and playing well.
I mean, 305, 2 touchdowns.
The defense really can't stop anybody. And I don't understand why. There's players on that defense, but they can't stop anybody. There needs to be a change in Los Angeles.
Seems like they couldn't run the football.
Which Eckler was out yesterday, and that's big.
Yeah, their backups, I don't know any of their backups.
Looking ahead, because we already talked about them, next week, now I was down on one of them. I was down on one of these teams anyway, but I will be shocked that one of these teams are going to be 0-3. Next week, Chargers-Vikings play.
Wow.
Chargers or Vikings are going to be one of those
Probably
two
Chargers.
are going to be 0-3. And that's what I said. I think the Chargers will lose next week.
And Chargers have a better team.
And because Cousins and that offense, they're going to light that fucking defense up. And I'm telling you, Chargers or Vikings, if you told me one of them teams would be 0-3, I would not have believed that, man.
That's crazy.
I really wouldn't. But that should be an exciting game. That should be a high-scoring game next week. Hopefully Eckler's back.
Tannehill had a good game. He's so hot and cold.
Tannehill is.
He's
1 week
20,
he plays
20
great.
for 24, 246, no mistakes, 1 touchdown. Derrick Henry, man, 25 carries, 80 yards, running the wheels off the guy.
Running the fucking guts out of him.
I seen Treylon Burks had a good catch, 70-yard was the longest one. He went 3 catches for 76 yards. 70 was the longest one. I did see that. You've talked a lot about him the last year or so, Treylon. I know you've kind of been looking up for him. They got rid of my boy sent him to me, so I'll take him. They can have Treylon.
I like Treylon a lot. Travis Carr just mentioned it. His Falcons, and I called this one. I went back and forth, though.
What's up, Joey?
I went back and forth on this one yesterday. Falcons, Packers, 25-24. Young Wei Koo nails a field goal to put the Falcons up with, I think it was 2 minutes to go. Falcons. Bijan looks good, man. Bijan looks good.
But you got anything to say on that? That's your dogs, bud.
Who?
Green Bay.
Oh, he left.
Did he?
Yeah, Brandon Wilson left. He said he had to go to work. But I don't. Derek, he's a Packer fan.
Is he? Move on. He said nothing to talk about here.
Sorry,
Derek.
They won. Sorry, Scotty, you already missed the Cowboy talk. They won, but I still don't like Desmond Ridder. I'm just not a fan. And you know who's garbage? I don't know if Travis Carr's still on here. And he's probably the only one that actually watches all of the Falcons games. If somebody else does, let me know. Kyle Pitts is just terrible.
What happened?
I don't know. I do not understand. I was a believer as well.
Is it the system?
I thought he would. Well, Jonnu Smith caught 4 balls for 40 fucking yards yesterday or some shit like that. And so he was better than Pitts. And I just don't understand. I thought Pitts was going to be a
Drake
stud
London
coming
with 6
out.
catches, 67 yards. Mac Hollins, which he's really no one. He's coming out.
He's their number 2.
Yeah.
Though.
I mean, 3 catches, 60 yards. Bijan had 4 catches for 48 yards.
Yeah.
That's good for him. Jonnu ended up with 4 catches, 47 yards.
And Bijan was over 100 rushing, too.
And Kyle had 2 catches for 15 yards.
Yeah, Kyle Pitts is on several of my fantasy teams, and yeah, I knew exactly what his numbers was. Dog shit. Like, I don't know. Kyle Pitts, I thought he was going to be so good.
Ritter, 19 for 32, 237, 1 touchdown, 1 pick.
Didn't impress me. Jordan Love, he's so. Which Jordan Love also, he's just getting ready to.
It's taken a little longer for him. I mean, he ain't had as much time under the realm. Jordan Love, 14 for 25, 151. He did throw 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, and that's another thing Derek just said. And Travis Carr said he still likes Pitts. They just don't scheme for him. I don't. 2 catches, 15 yards is.
I just don't understand it.
It's not right. Something's wrong.
I mean, I thought they was going to use him as like a 3rd string wide receiver too.
Well, I mean, he's a freak.
Like put him in. Yeah,
he's an athletic freak.
I mean, I just don't know why
getting the ball.
I mean, how is Mac Hollins beating him at a 2 spot?
Exactly. And why is he not getting the ball?
I understand he's a tight end, but
that's another thing Derek brought up, that the Packers were also, they still haven't had Christian Watson yet this year, who's their best wide receiver, and Aaron Jones was also out yesterday.
I seen AJ Dillon had 15 carries for 55
AJ Dillon's
yards.
terrible.
So
AJ Dillon's terrible. I think I can hit the hole faster than AJ Dillon. I think I can. I think I could do it. I did not see that, Hugs. AJ Dillon, he fell on that snap. I didn't see that. But yeah, AJ Dillon.
Oh, no. Well, yeah. I think when he's trying to do the quarterback sneak.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, he was trying to take it, and the center didn't even snap it yet, and he done was rolling in front of the play. No one else moved but him.
I did not see.
He looked like an idiot. But he's a new guy. Hey, the new guy on the job.
AJ Dillon, garbage. I'm one of the biggest Aaron Jones fans there is. I've said for years, I do not understand why the Packers don't feed Aaron Jones the ball. And yesterday he's out. And
Derek, how long is he out? Any idea? Him and Watson.
Watson practiced this week,
so he should be back.
So he should be back probably next week. I don't know how long Jones is going to be out. I honestly didn't even look to see what he was out for. I don't know. Moving on. This is the game that I watched most yesterday. It was my feature game because my wife's a Seahawks fan and I kind of root for them too. I love it. Seahawks Lions, great game.
Yep.
Great game.
That was the one me and Bob sat and watched.
37. Oh, poor Bob.
I know. He was tore up. He was.
Seahawks 37 over the Lions 31 in overtime. A lot of injuries in that one. DK left early.
Lions took beaten.
Witherspoon was out the first game, and then Tariq Woolen got hurt in this game and left. But DK was out. He came back. David Montgomery got hurt, and they said he's probably going to be out a couple weeks. I don't remember who else got hurt. Amon-Ra St. Brown went out a couple times during that game. He was off and on all game. But Kenneth Walker didn't run the ball great, but he had 2 touchdowns. Geno slung it around in the second half. Josh Reynolds is playing all right, and I know they're going to get Jameson back, but man, I really wish the Lions had another. Sam Laporta, the rookie tight end from Iowa, that dude's a baller.
That dude's a baller.
That dude's good, man.
That dude's a baller.
He's really fucking good. And now that they used Gibbs a little bit more, he had one yesterday. And he dropped it, and if he would have caught that ball, I think he would have taken it to the house.
He had
and
7 catches. He had 7 catches. That's a lot throwing to a running back.
Yeah, exactly. And well, like I said, I think that he's going to be like Kamara. He's such a good receiver. But now Montgomery's out.
He had the most catches on the team.
Now Montgomery's going to be out for a couple weeks, so it's going to be
a full
Jahmyr Gibbs.
He got 7 carries for 17 yards.
Yeah, he's going to have a lot more next week. I bet Jared Goff's going to throw the fuck out of it next week. But Seahawks were down.
Jared Goff, he slung the ball. He was doing good. He
threw his first interception, and I don't remember what it was. It was almost, I think
he almost broke the record or whatever.
Almost broke the record.
Most completions.
He finally threw one. What up, Jeremiah? But he threw a pick. I don't remember who.
Jared Goff's just not flashy.
He's not flashy.
You know what I mean? So that's why no one really says, he's pretty solid.
I remember people were saying, hell, Ratchford bet me that Jared Goff was going to get benched and wouldn't even start this year. Which, I mean, I totally disagree with that. That's why I took the bet. But that was a really entertaining game.
It was
Bobby Wagner. Bobby Wagner's just good, man. He ain't the same as he once was, but he's an old man now, you know?
Yeah, but he plays young.
But the Hawks got it
He
done.
had 10 tackles.
The Hawks got it done in overtime. 37-31. Walk-off touchdown, Tyler Lockett. Shit bowl. Indianapolis Colts and the Houston Texans. Do you know that C.J. Stroud is leading the AFC in passing yards?
Is it?
Yeah. He might be leading the league. I think it's the AFC, but he might be leading the league. I seen that yesterday.
Pump the brakes.
Stroud is playing. Listen, and we're going to get to that in a little bit, but CJ's up now. He's the next Buckeye quarterback. He's up. It's his turn now. You are the one that's going to be the one to beat the Buckeye quarterback suck.
To beat the curse.
Because the other guy's done now. We're going to get to that in a few minutes.
Man.
But Colts, Anthony Richardson had 2 rushing touchdowns. Wasn't throwing it bad, but didn't look great.
He was 6 for 10.
Yeah, he was 6 for 10. It was early.
56 yards. Yeah.
He's a runner. We all know that. And he had 2 touchdowns and then got knocked out with a concussion.
He had 35 yards rushing, 2 touchdowns. His head hit hard too.
Oh, yeah.
It did. It whiplashed.
Yeah.
It whiplashed. Whenever he went back and they spun around and
everyone's favorite Gardner Minshew came in. NFL MVP Gardner Minshew. All he's got to do is get a starting job.
He played well.
So fucking tired of people acting like Gardner Minshew.
That's Gardner Minshew. He's a good backup quarterback.
He's a good backup quarterback.
He is. He can win you 2 to 3 games out of 5 or 6.
But people saying that Gardner Minshew is a good quarterback and deserves a starting job, it's just ridiculous, man.
Zach Moss
tired of it.
Played pretty well.
Zach Moss balled out.
He did. I heard his name a bunch come through there.
Zach Moss played
4
really
catches
well.
as well. I mean,
Tank Dell for the Texans. He's the rookie. Supposedly CJ. He was the one that CJ Stroud went into the draft and said,
"That's what I want.
Get me Tank Dell."
7 catches, 72 yards.
Yeah, Tank Dell's good. Tank Dell's going to be good.
Nico Collins, 7 catches, 146
Nico Collins,
Whew.
Michigan boy. That dude is killing it, and I did not see that coming. Like, I thought he would be okay. Let me tell you,
Houston has some good receiving corps.
They got some really players.
Now, they're not like big names, but I mean, if you run across here, Nico Collins, he's playing well. Robert Woods, good little veteran. Tank Dell, that's who his boy, Stroud's boy. Dalton Schultz.
Dalton Schultz, good tight end.
Good tight end. John Mechie. You know what I mean? John
Mechie set out all last year with leukemia, made his NFL debut yesterday. That was a cool story. And he was a problem at Alabama.
Yeah.
So just
I think give him some time to develop. I
give
really
him
do.
some more time. And once he gets in the swing of things and gets playing regularly, I think he can be really
CJ
good.
Stroud, 30 for 47, 384, 2 touchdowns, no picks. Playing well.
Yeah.
The running game was a little weak. Damian Pierce didn't do much, 15 carries, 31 yards.
Well, they couldn't. I mean, they were down so much. They had to sling it. That's why, I mean, Stroud, you said it, Stroud threw the ball 47 times. You don't want your fucking rookie quarterback throwing the ball 47 times.
You don't want any quarterback throwing the ball 47 times.
No, not at all. But CJ Stroud, we just said he's up now to break the curse because this guy, the next guy, I'm done with. I'm done. I have pounded the table that Justin Fields was going to be the man. He was finally going to be the quarterback from Ohio State that ended up being good. Well, they lost 27-17 yesterday, and Justin Fields is a dog turd. He is fucking awful. He's awful.
16 for 29, 211 yards, 1 touchdown, 2 picks.
I'm done.
There was several things that I've seen, like
he's awful.
Openings that he didn't throw
he's
to.
Awful.
Where he didn't look at. It's like
he's awful. He's fucking terrible.
I don't know if he's running for his life.
When you give Justin Fields protection and an open receivers, he can't fucking hit him. He's got to be people on his ass and making plays with his feet. He's done. He's terrible. Dude is garbage. Justin Fields, I'm sorry, Bears fans.
Derek, he is hostile right now.
I am sorry. I have pounded the fucking table for Justin Fields for the last 2 years, and last year he started playing well, and I'm like, see, it's there. The potential is there. They go out, they get him some offensive linemen. Khalil Herbert back there running the ball for him. They get him DJ Moore. Dude's a dog turd.
I mean, they got him Chase Claypool too.
I wish I had a fake Chase fucking Claypool.
They did.
Fucking, I wish I had some fake dog shit I could put on this table right here, because that's what Justin Fields is. Dog shit. This dude is awful. He's awful. He's terrible. He just looks fucking awful. But you know who doesn't look terrible? He woke up feeling dangerous,
dangerous.
again. 2-0 Buccaneers and Baker Mayfield. Mayfield, dude, they're playing. He's playing good.
Oh, he's playing well.
Mike Evans had a big fucking day yesterday. Rashad White, the running back, playing well. Tampa's playing good. But they play Philadelphia next week.
That they do, baby.
Baker better wake up feeling extra dangerous next week. But yeah, I can't believe that Justin Fields is fucking just as.
But I think Baker's going to put up some yards on us too, because I mean we got cornerbacks hurt, so I think it's going to. You know, what I mean, Baker's going to have a good game. Tampa's not a bad team.
Mike Evans and Chris Godwin is still one of the best
receiving
duos in the league.
For sure.
I would have to think about it, but they got to be top 8.
Yeah, got to be top 8. Got to be top 8.
Nobody ever talks about Chris Godwin. He's good.
He is.
And Mike Evans, still a fucking dog.
He got worn out. You seen they caught him down there. He outmade it, didn't he? But that's what he's been good for. He's like a Larry Fitzgerald body. You know what I mean? Like they would go up, catch that ball, and or run that slant and streak, dude, and they run quick. But he got worn out there.
One of the best games of the whole freaking day yesterday, man. The New
Adam,
York.
Look at that. He said the Minshew did lead his call. They did. He did, Adam.
Fuck.
The Minshew train is on.
Here's another fucking Gardner Minshew fan. He's fucking got a mullet, a mustache, and drives a fucking Miata.
Jean shorts.
Woo! Let's roll, baby. Give me Minshew. New York Football Giants down 20-0 to the tanking Arizona Cardinals. I was watching this game.
Dude, I thought it was over.
I had several bets on this game, so I was watching it. And I'm just like, what in the fuck is going on? Like, this Giants team doesn't even look like they give a fuck. And I said yesterday when we were live, I expected the Giants to come out and roll. Absolutely embarrassed last week by Dallas. They're going to come out fired up, ready to fucking play.
That's what I thought.
20-0 Cardinals. And you're like, what? What the fuck is going on?
Well, but that one thing was posted on the page. What was 50 some points that they got put on them
like
before
56
before they scored anything.
Yeah, 56, I think.
That is mind blowing.
Yeah, it was crazy.
2 teams put up 56 points on you before your offense scores any points.
But that's why they play 4 quarters in football, ladies and gentlemen.
He did, Derek.
And Danny dimed. Saquon did get hurt.
I don't think it's good.
You know what? Actually, they said today, they said this morning that it looks like it's just a regular ankle sprain,
really?
Not even a high ankle.
He looked scared.
He looked mad, and he was slamming his helmet on the sideline.
Like he already knew.
I thought he was hurt too, and it sucks because Saquon's one of my favorite players to watch.
Saquon.
But they said this morning, they said he'll have an MRI today. But they said that they think it's just a regular ankle sprain. But they play Thursday night. So I'm saying Saquon will not play this week if he's playing Thursday night.
I would say not.
But Danny Dimes played. It was a tale of 2 fucking halves, man. The Giants played so good. And I posted this yesterday, and I don't get it. One of the guys I've talked about so much in this offseason is Jalen Hyatt.
Yeah, he's not getting the opportunity.
The fucking Bolitnikoff Award winner. You got some Isaiah Hodgins is solid. Waller at tight end can be a damn weapon.
Waller's a good weapon for him.
He is.
He is a good weapon for him.
But I'm talking your wide receivers. Hodgins, Paris Campbell,
Slayton,
Sterling Shepard, Darius Slayton. Why are these guys getting the fucking snaps over this rookie? Jalen Hyatt caught 2 passes for 89 yards yesterday, and his play was the one that got it started. They went over the top. Jalen Hyatt for I think it was like 50 some yards, and that's when they scored. They scored right after.
How is Paris Campbell, Isaiah Hodges, and Darius Slayton all getting more than him every time?
I don't understand it. He didn't get any snaps hardly in the first game. It's like, what is going on? Get this guy the fucking ball. He's a weapon.
Yeah, it don't make much sense.
And it was a tale of 2 halves. Giants win it to 31-28. I made a nice little bet.
Josh Dobbs looked good. I mean,
Dobbs and Connor both played well.
They did.
I made a good bet at halftime. Won me a couple $100 off that because I went to bet with the Giants at halftime.
My boy Zach Ertz.
So it's all right. But yeah, Giants. But the Giants play. I want to say the Giants play San Francisco next. I think. I'm pretty sure Giants play San Francisco next, and that they'll probably not have Saquon, so that will be tough for them. But is there, it's crazy to think about because you think of Lamar and you think of Fields.
Giants have San Francisco at 8:15.
That's what I thought. You see, somebody should trade for James Conner, Hux. James Conner's a dog. I love James Conner ever since he's in Pittsburgh. Love him. You talk about Lamar and you think of Fields. Is Daniel Jones the best running quarterback in football? Because I'm telling you right now, I've watched a lot of the Giants since last year and this year. Danny runs good. He's such a good runner. He runs good, man.
You're so fucking dumb.
What?
He does not run good. Yes, he might get yards, but he does not run.
Oh, I totally disagree, dude. Daniel Jones is looking to run before he's looking to pass. He's fucking Vanilla Vic.
You have lost your mind.
Somebody out there has to agree with me.
You have lost Vanilla Vic.
Dude, he's Vanilla Vic. Daniel Jones is Vanilla Vic. That dude is a runner. Like, I'm serious.
Straight runner.
No. Danny.
He is not a juking.
No. Vanilla Vic.
Yeah, laughing. Yeah.
Dude, I'm serious.
He has lost
his
mind here.
Dude, somebody out there had to watch this game and see. He's a better. See, look, Covey is with me.
That's not saying a ton.
Dude, I'm telling you, I watched every snap of that game almost yesterday, and I've watched a lot of Giants football. He's a runner. He's a better runner than Lamar. I'm serious.
Dude, Lamar's out there juking and spinning. And
dude, so is Daniel Jones.
He fell over his own feet.
No, dude, Daniel Jones is a runner.
The turf monster got him.
Dude, I'm telling you, Vanilla Vic is on.
You have lost your mind.
I'm getting a shirt. I'm getting a fucking Vanilla Vic shirt.
You need a shirt. That is absolutely ridiculous.
Dude, he's not a pussy either like Lamar. He'll fucking lay into people. Dude, I love Daniel Jones. Now, even Ratchford yesterday, he's like, don't get me started because last year, remember when Ratchford kept saying Danny the dog, and then he shit the bed. He's like, but man, this game's got me wanting to say it again.
Oh God!
Daniel Jones is a player, and I like him. Like he might not be an upper echelon quarterback.
He played the tanking Arizona Cardinals.
Yeah, but honestly, like I even said last week when I watched that Dallas New York game, I was stunned because
I was stunned too. He put up no points.
Hold on, listen. What I'm saying. The first drive of that game, they went right up the field on Dallas, and Daniel Jones was the reason. He was running the ball all over him, and then they shit the ball out. They shit the bed after. But Daniel Jones is a player. I like him. He's a runner. He's a runner, man.
He's not a runner.
He's a fucking runner.
Not a runner. The runner, in my eyes, is someone that's juking, moving, spinning.
Daniel Jones does that, man, and he's quick. He's quick. We're going, after this episode goes off, we're going to watch all of the fucking Daniel Jones highlights from yesterday.
You can go beat that meat to Daniel Jones fucking highlights. Right there.
I'll beat that meat to fucking Daniel Jones highlights all fucking day.
Ridiculous.
Daniel fucking Jones, man. Danny Dimes. Danny the dog.
I'd rather have Gardner Minshew.
He might be my fucking dog of the week.
That's fine.
I'd
rather have Gardner Minshew.
You don't know? Another good game yesterday.
He looks cooler.
Moving on. Well, he definitely looks cool because that's where everyone likes him because he's got fucking mullet, a mustache. He drives a fucking Mazda Miata.
He throw over the moon, buddy.
And he's fucking garbage. 49ers Rams. Surprised as hell as this one because 49ers, they look like the best team in football, one of the best teams in football last week. But the maybe we just all underestimated the Rams. McVay is a great coach.
Great coach. His memory on things is phenomenal.
A healthy Stafford is a difference maker.
It is.
And you can tell Matthew Stafford feels healthy right now.
Looks
because he's slinging the ball to fucking Puka Nacua.
He threw the ball 55 times yesterday.
Yeah. Well, and Cam Akers inactive and supposedly being traded. Something has happened there. And this happened last season.
But did you see, I think he tweeted that, he
didn't even know.
So
somebody asked me yesterday.
I think they just don't believe in him. I think they think something because if
I
you
think
believe
he fucked
he's
McVay's
good,
wife.
Well, maybe.
I think he fucked McVay's wife.
But I think
I don't know. I mean, if Cam wants to come on and tell us the secret, he can.
It makes no sense to me because if you believe this guy's going to put up yards, why wouldn't you put him in for
Listen,
trade bait.
Kyron Williams is playing good. He's playing really well. But, I mean, it's to just be inactive after being your starter week 1 and at the end of the season playing well last year.
Yeah,
I don't get it. Something has happened with Akers and McVay and the Rams, and we just don't know what the hell it is yet. But, yeah, supposedly he's on the trade block. But Stafford's slinging the ball over Tutu Atwell and Puka Nacua. Wait till they get Cooper Kupp back. Whew. Who thought that the best receiving core in football this year might be Puka Nacua and Cooper Kupp when he comes back? Hey, man, you wait. Cooper's going to catch 12 balls every game he plays.
And now
Puka Nacua's
now he's on catch 4.
No, Puka's the man. Puka's the number 2 there now. Once Cooper comes back, Cooper and Puka, what can we call him? Puka? I don't know. We'll think of a cool name for him. But 49ers won 30-23. Debo looked good. McCaffrey's just a fucking game changer, man.
Yeah, and I mean, their quarterback plays well because you don't really need to do much. You know what I mean? We're not asking the quarterback to sling the ball and be crazy. You know what I mean? McCaffrey had 20 carries. Debo Samuel had 5 carries.
Debo's stud.
He is. He's all over.
He's stud. I'm going to open my beefy, spicy Slim Jim. You want me to tell you what I think, too?
What?
I think Sean McVay had a bet on the game. Did you see at the end of the game the Rams were down 10
and kicked a field goal
and kicked a fucking field goal?
Does that make any sense?
No, it does. Well, yeah, it does make sense because he fucking bet on his team to cover the spread. That's what I think.
Or the NFL has it that way.
I mean, I just think it's odd that you're down 10, and as time expires, yeah, that's what I thought.
Unless you had a rookie kicker. Do they have a rookie kicker or something?
I don't know, honestly. I don't care. I mean,
then you're practicing your kicker. At least
I'd rather practice my end of the game throwing up, trying to score. But I don't know. I just thought that was so weird that as time expired, the Rams down 10 and they kicked the field goal.
Yeah, it was weird.
And they covered the spread.
Yep.
The 49ers were favored by 7.5. They won by 7.
Isn't that weird?
Yep, Rams covered. So, I don't know. And another good game yesterday. Washington Commanders and the Denver Broncos. Broncos country. We're not riding.
We tried.
And you know what? We talked about in the first game that they didn't let, what happened to Russ throwing the ball, like they're dinking and dunking and everything. And Russ hit that moon ball yesterday. Marvin Mims for a touchdown. Russ has got a good arm. He's got a good deep ball.
I like Marvin Mims.
I do too. He's going to be really fucking good. And Denver, they get a Hail Mary touchdown, which that was just total luck. I don't know if you watched the end of that game, but it was crazy. Just fucking tipped off a couple people and caught. But
luck.
But and then they missed the 2-point conversion to tie it, and I just have no idea how in the hell the referees did not call it. It was awful. It was blatant.
It was.
He was ass fucking him on the 2-point conversion, and they did not. They held the flag, and it's like, how do you do that? All the shit that we call in the NFL, officiating's terrible. Officiating's been terrible. There's been so many fucking bad calls. They threw an intentional grounding on Geno yesterday. And
Gino yelled.
What the fuck? What do you mean?
Yeah, Gino was like trying to talk to the ref, and the ref said, I'm talking to America right now.
But yeah, they threw an intentional grounding on Geno yesterday, and it no way in hell should they have called that. The referees have been awful, but I couldn't believe they didn't call that pass interference on the 2-point conversion. But it's like the Broncos can't put it together. First game, they only allowed, 16, 17 points or something like that. And then this time, they scored 33, but the fucking defense gives up 35 to Washington.
Yeah.
It's like, man, they can't put it together. So, yeah, Broncos country, we're not going to ride. We're just going to be average. We might be terrible.
And soon, in a couple of weeks, I can't wait till we can talk about the hot seats. I was going to ask to bring it up, but it's a little early.
It's too early.
You know what I mean? So I think by week 5 to 7, you know what I mean? I think that we'll be able to have some good topics on that as well, because there will be
4
coaches.
and 5.
You know what I mean? There will be some coaches that's going to be in that questionable situation. But like we talked about the Bengals, they went 0-2 last year. Pump the brakes on everyone. It's only a couple weeks in. But there is two, like you said, there's a team next week that could go. It's going to go 0-3. So
Chargers and Vikings. Yeah. One of them teams going to be 0-3,
and that's crazy to think.
Yeah, it really is.
I'm sticking with the Washington and Denver game. Russell 18 for 32, 308, 3 touchdowns, 1 pick. He had 6 carries for 56 yards. Russ is always a little mover. He's moving around. Javonte Williams 12 carries, 44 yards. Marvin Mims, 2 catches, 113 yards.
Washington was down big in that
Washington
game
was
too.
down big for a while.
Yeah.
I thought they was going to get blown out.
I think it was like 21-3.
That's what I thought. I thought it was 20 to something.
I think it was 21-3 they were down.
Sam Howell, 27 for 39.
I like Sam Howell.
I like Sam Howell. 299, 2 touchdowns. He got sacked 4 times. Brian Robinson Jr., I like him too. He's got a good story behind him. 18 carries, 87 yards. He had 2 touchdowns.
That's why we're doing it now, Dusty, so I didn't go talk about it. Dusty Burns says he can't believe we're doing this before Chubb hangs 150 and 2 touchdowns tonight. That's why we're doing it, my friend, so I don't have to say a damn thing tomorrow. Also, Chase Young finally played, and he looked good. He looked really good. I mean, Chase Young, if he's healthy, he can be.
He had 3 tackles.
Did he have a sack? Did it not give him credit for a sack?
He had 1.5.
I was going to say, because he ended, he got one right at the end of the game.
3 tackles, 1.5 sacks.
Yeah. Him and Sweat met at the end of the game.
And everyone's been wondering. I mean, he's
Chase Young can be a difference maker.
And I like him.
Yeah, I do too. He's one of my favorite players to come out of Ohio State. I think if he's on the field, he can definitely be a difference maker. Last game, Sunday night game.
And before we roll out,
ahead.
do you know who Denver plays next week?
No.
Miami, at Miami.
Denver 0-3.
Then they go to Chicago.
Hey, there's a win. There's a win.
There is
Russ Baby versus the dog turd Justin Fields.
Then he's got the Jets after that.
Well,
so he could be a little turnaround for him.
Turnaround. Last night's game, Dolphins, Patriots. Closer than I expected. I don't know though.
We always said Belichick's
It was one of them games though. It was kind of like the Philly game.
It was.
Like I never thought that New England actually had a chance.
But they're always hanging around.
But they hung in there. And I hated that they overturned that play at the end of the game because I don't see how that there was evidence that they were short. They threw it to Gesicki and he lateraled to an offensive lineman on 4th down. And I thought he got it. I thought they should have kept the call on the field. But they overturned it, so it ended up being a turnover on downs. Miami won 24-17, but it really didn't feel that close. Raheem Mostert ran the ball down their throat. He had a couple touchdowns, one long one.
Yeah, he ended up with 121 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, Mostert looked good. Tyreek and Waddle. Tyreek had a touchdown.
Yeah, Tyreek had 40 yards. Waddle had 86.
Yeah.
And Tyreek had the touchdown.
But yeah, it didn't really honestly feel like it was close, even though it was.
And I just think the Patriots defense and stuff is just hard to play against. I mean, nobody can.
And they were down corners again. They had like their 3rd and 4th corners playing last night.
Devontae Parker had 57 yards. He was there, had the most yards in Hunter.
New England needs some wide receivers.
They never get any.
Devontae Parker, Kendrick Bourne, Juju, and Juju doesn't even fucking get a play.
He's 1 play away from his knees blowing out.
Well, that's what they say. He didn't.
He had 5 catches.
He looked fine to me.
28 yards.
He's looked fine to me in 2 weeks.
I thought he has,
but he doesn't get on the field.
Hunter Henry had 6 catches.
Their best receivers are Hunter Henry and Mike Gesicki. I don't understand why New England doesn't go get a wide receiver.
And you expect Mac Jones
DeAndre Hopkins wanted to go there. I mean, I know DeAndre's not the same.
Stevenson had 15 carries, 50 yards, and 1 tutty.
Yeah, Ramondre looked okay. He's the best player.
5 carries,
Zeke's
13 yards.
Zeke's fucking garbage. Zeke's
wasting money, probably.
Zeke is awful.
New England starts the season 0-2.
Yeah, last time they did that, they went to the Super Bowl. They're not going to the Super Bowl this year.
Well, their next 3 games, you're looking at the Jets, which is winnable. Cowboys probably get beat. And then you got the Saints. So
that's all the games. You got anything else you want to talk about? Any of the games before we get to the dog?
Yeah, we got 2 games tonight. We can talk about. We got the Saints and the Panthers.
I don't want to.
Anything crazy? Anything going to happen out of that?
Michael Thomas anytime touchdown.
Michael Thomas. You think Panthers going to come out of it? Think Panthers going to win this? Any chance? They're going to start season 0-2.
Saints roll. Saints roll.
I thought the Panthers were going to be a little better than they are.
Put your parlay. Yeah, but it's still early, though.
It is.
Build your parlay. Listen, over 1.5 touchdowns for Derek Carr. Anytime touchdown, Michael Thomas. And over receiving yards on Michael Thomas. I don't remember what it is. Bet that. Bet that. Get the FanDuel right now.
J.C. Horn probably saw that.
J.C. Horn's out.
Is he?
Yep. Yeah. J.C. Horn. Water is wet. J.C. Horn is
Water is wet.
Water is wet. J.C. Horn is out.
Carolina's got Seattle after this one. They could definitely fall to 0-3.
Carolina. I thought Carolina was going to be good. But like I said, it's so early in the schedule. But yeah, I don't think I hope you're right.
Minnesota plays. Who else 0-3 they play?
Carolina?
No.
Oh, Chargers?
Chargers this week. If Chargers beat Minnesota, they could potentially be 0-4 and 0-4 versus Carolina.
Wow. Carolina might start off bad. Carolina might have a number one pick next year.
Then they go to...
And then we got Steelers and Browns. So
Detroit.
I'm not picking that game. I can't. You see this hat? You see this mini helmet right here? Here we go. Go Steelers. Kenny Pickett, 2 touchdowns tonight. George Pickens, anytime touchdown.
Cam Hayward out.
Cam Hayward out. Deontay Johnson's out.
I'm worried about the running game that Chubb could bring.
Oh, yeah, of course. Chubb, I think Chubb's...
Probably one of the best running backs in the league.
I think Chubb's top 5. I don't like to say 1. Like, I love Nick Chubb. I really do. I can't say he's better than Christian McCaffrey because Christian McCaffrey's just a weapon.
Everything.
He does everything. But if you're just talking like pure running backs, I think Chubb is probably top 3. Chubb's tough. He's a dog. The biggest thing with the Browns is their coach is a dumbass. Like, how many times does he take Chubb off the field? Now, I don't know about this year because they don't have Kareem Hunt, and it seems like he wanted to always put in Kareem Hunt. It's dumber than fuck. Their coach is fucking stupid.
Dusty Burns barking at you.
Woof, woof. Woof, woof. I hope fucking TJ Watt fucking massages Deshaun Watson's asshole tonight.
Oh, hell.
I don't know. I think it should be a good game. I hope it's not I don't think it'll be as bad as last week.
It shouldn't be.
Listen, that must be a new thing because I looked and next week there is also 2 Monday night games, one at 7 and one at 8.
I don't understand it.
I don't either. I have no idea. So apparently this is new. This is something new because there is also
has
2 Monday night games.
Has anyone checked on like your TV? Do we only get one of them?
No, one of them's on ESPN and one of them is on ABC.
Huh. Because I didn't know if maybe like over like different time zones or something.
Yeah, this must be a new thing they're doing this year because I thought it was just the fucking first week thing or a second week thing. But no, I don't know. There's 2 Monday night games again this week. I hate it.
It should be different times.
Well, like I said,
push it late.
Have a West Coast team and have one at 7 and one at 10 if you're going to do that.
It don't make a difference. You're sleeping anyway.
Well, yeah, I know.
Napping.
But at least if there's a good game one, I can stay awake through half of it.
You and Dolly be nodding in and out.
That's what we did last night. That's what we did last night.
Waiting, huh?
Old Mom went to bed, and me and Dolly, we stayed up for that whole Patriots game. Anything else you got before we get to the dog of the week? Anything else you got?
I don't.
All right. You guys know we love our dogs. The dog, San Francisco, LA would have been a good night game. Dog of the week. We love our dogs here. Now, the qualifications to be a dog of the week, there is none. If you want to pick somebody that just exploded the whole game, great. Somebody had a 98-yard touchdown drive in 2 minutes. Their dog. You want whatever you want.
Or it could be the water boy coming through.
It could be somebody cramping up on the sideline. Boom. Here's your hydration. Squirting water. Maybe it could be anybody.
If Joey wasn't doing the massage gun and it was the person behind him and he went out and played, that could have been
that could be the dog of the week.
But
Ryan Ratchford with our Real and Roll team member, Ryan Ratchford. He's giving you guys the winning picks to gamble on. He could be the dog of the week.
Exactly.
He's made people's house payments this week. He could be the dog of the week. There's no qualifications. Whoever you want to be your dog of the week, who you got? And if you got like a puppy of the week, like maybe who was second place, you could do like I don't have one, but I had my dog of the week. I was thinking of somebody and then somebody else came up and did something big. So I said they're my dog of the week.
Okay, because that's respectful. Because I got two.
That's fine.
I got two.
That's fine. You can give me a secondary, but he's not your dog. You only get one dog.
All right, my one dog.
Dusty Burns says Baker Mayfield is his dog of the week.
That's not a bad idea.
Baker Mayfield was my second choice of dog of the week because
Really?
he woke up feeling dangerous.
I like it.
Baker's balling out.
My one, and I know
This is your dog.
this is my dog.
This is your
my
dog.
And
Brian Huck says Micah Parsons and Danny Dimes.
That's not bad.
Yeah, because Vanilla Vic running all over the place.
And I might get hate on this one.
Give us some hate.
But
I love hate.
I'm going to say DeAndre Swift.
DeAndre Swift was your dog of the week.
28 carries, 175 yards, 1 touchdown.
I got no problem.
Career
with that.
high. You know, what I mean, career high, came out and played at his hometown. It was good for him.
I got no problem with that. DeAndre Swift, dog of the week. Now, also, this was just decided last night. Like, this is going to be something big. Our dog of the week is about to go to another level.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I want a dog collar, maybe a big dog bone.
Like a brown dog? Could we use like the Browns logo dog?
No.
Oh, okay. Just checking.
No.
I just checking.
Fuck no.
I was just
No.
checking.
No.
Some Browns fans might send us in like a brown collar dog.
No. I want a dog bone for dog of the week or a dog collar to put on, and maybe we can even send it to the guy.
That'd be cool.
I mean, who knows if they would actually ever get it?
I mean, they might. What
But
if it's
they
like
might.
Ratchford? He might sign it and send it back.
Well, if we ever give a local dog of the week,
We got to definitely send it to him.
We will do that. But my dog of the week, number wise, did not have a big game yesterday. He only had, I think he had 8 catches, 59 yards. He had a toe tapping touchdown at the back of the end zone to put them up, and he had the walk-off touchdown to win the game and send the blue ski masks home. Tyler Lockett, my dog of the week. 8 catches, 59 yards, 2 touchdowns, and like I said, they were 2 touchdowns big. They were late in the game. They was the walk-off where he dove and touched the pylon.
Yeah.
Tyler Lockett, my dog of the week. He's on a team with DK and Njigba, who I think is going to be a stud.
Oh, he's going to be so good.
There's nobody on the Seattle Seahawks that I trust more than Tyler Lockett. Tyler
He's a pure catcher.
Lockett is my dog of the week. Woof, woof. See right there, would have cool. We would have had a little fucking. Garrett Wilson had a nice play. I don't know if he really balled out. Fucking last time I seen him, he only had 1 catch. I mean, I don't know what his final numbers was. When I seen he had 1 catch for a big touchdown.
I had a suggestion that maybe someone brought in and asked that could be their dog.
Shador
Sanders.
Shador Sanders. Hey, if you would have said Shador Sanders, I have no problem with that.
I mean, he even tried to fight people.
Yeah, he tried to fight people.
He even tried to poke someone's eye.
I ain't got no problem if you would have said Shador. I ain't no problem. Your dog of the week is your dog of the week. Now, maybe George Pickens scores 3 touchdowns, and I get on here at 7 o'clock tomorrow morning and say, change my mind. Big George, dog of the week. No, I'm going Tyler Lockett. Tyler Lockett and DeAndre Swift, our dogs of the week. You got anything else?
Not much.
Not much. That means you got something else. And listen, sometime this week. Oh, sorry. I was reading Ratchford's comments. Ratchford, you just missed a whole segment talking about you possibly being the dog of the week. Maybe Myles Garrett's the dog of the week after tonight. He very well might be. It won't be this week, though. It might have to be next week because we already did dogs of the week. Sorry, Myles. Sometime, I'm not sure when. Ryan Radford's in Jackson eating Toro Loco and didn't even invite us for lunch. How fucked is that? That's 2 times Ryan Radford's been in Jackson.
He could have been here.
He could have been here right now doing this.
He could have had a different dog of the week. You know he would have.
Yeah, he could have had a dog of the week. But that's all right. That's all right.
That's why King Tilly comes hangs out.
That's why King Tilly's the real.
He's not working. He's not working at fucking Toro Loco.
He ain't working. But at some point this week, we all know what Saturday is. 4 Pizza Super Saturday of college football. Sometime this week before then, we're going to go live and we're going to give all of our picks and get you ready for that Saturday.
We're shooting for Saturday morning.
We're shooting for Saturday morning this week because Sunday is looking like it's a no-go.
Yeah, it'd be super early. Leroy's got football Sunday morning.
So we're looking like Saturday morning, probably around the 10 a.m. is we're going to go live and give you all of our picks for the college football and Sunday.
We might have to shoot for like 9:30.
Brad Ratchford says he wants to come Saturday morning.
That's fine.
I like that. If you want to come up, Ratchford, we'll set it up.
I think we should go probably 9:30. Because it starts at noon kickoff.
Yeah.
We start at 10. It's going to be pushing.
Yeah, that's fair. We can do 9. We can do 9 or 9:30. It don't matter.
We just
Either
like
one.
people on there.
Yeah. 9-1 this weekend.
Ooh.
He could have went. We don't have any cupcakes. We don't have no cupcakes. I ate all my cupcakes. I got pineapple upside down from Rainy Sunday cupcakes the other day. Fantastic.
Fire.
They were fire. But yeah, this weekend, big show. All of our picks for college football.
Does Dusty Burns come to the Halloween party?
I don't know. Probably not. He always has his own shit up there at that fucking bar. He don't involve us at all.
He's too cool.
He's too fucking cool for
cat.
school. Too cool for school.
Must be a Browns fan.
You got anything else?
I don't think that's it, buddy.
All right, boys and girls, that is it. Until next time.